Right, knife community, Big J is coming at you with another open tag. I tried an open tag in the past, it absolutely flopped. Maybe this one will get some traction, but I want to do an open tag on my best and worst of 2023. I think we all need to look at what we've got this year and be like, that was a flop. I bought it. It didn't turn out the way I expected it. Or, and then I want to see what you bought that really impressed you, that you weren't expecting to impress you. Now, on the table right here, we got my best and worst. I got some runner-ups over here to the left, but we'll start with the worst. We'll start with what really irked me, and that was this Battle Horse Knife Smoky Mountain Razor. I bought this. I wanted to love it. I got Bark Rivers, my favorite, my gunny. This thing, the heat treat's impeccable. This right here, I wanted to love it. It's 01 tool steel. I heard it, the 01, it's great, it's great, it's great. Well, I'll tell you what, I took that knife out. I did a video of me doing some feather sticking, doing some batoning. And when I was done, this thing couldn't cut hot butter. I did the exact same thing with a $35, I don't even think it was 30, maybe $32 BPS in carbon steel. This knife is still, it'll shave you. Did the exact same thing with each knife. This one couldn't cut hot butter. So what I did is I sharpened it. I need to rerun the test. I just haven't had the time to do it. But that's telling me one of two things. They kept it on the belt too long, and just right here, the heat treat on the edge got burnt off, or the heat treat on the whole knife is off. I am hoping it's just the edge. Maybe it was made. Maybe someone just kept it on the belt too long. Didn't dip it in the water. I don't know. But this was $185. This right here, $32, $33 with a killer sheath. So, again, I'm hoping it was just the heat treat on the edge got burnt off because someone just wasn't paying attention. We'll see. I'll rerun the test, and if it does it again, I'll contact them and be like, man, I did it. What are you going to do to help me out here? And you send me another one? I don't know. But it's $185. Now, my most impressive knife of 2023 is this thing right here. Now, this was a close race between this and the 112 Sport Pro. The only reason the case beat it, because when the case came, it was on point. Good blade centering. Let's see. Good blade centering. Edge was even good. There wasn't a burr on it. I just stropped it, and it could cut through paper just fine. I do need to sharpen it, though. I've sharpened it a couple of times, but the edge is getting a little crusty, so I need to sharpen that. Where this knife, I paid $99. Well, this knife sells for like $130. I paid $99 because I had DLT rewards points. I got the knife. It wasn't even sharpened to the tip on one side. I did a video on it. I had to reprofile it myself, which I didn't expect to have to do with the knife. It was $130. But, hey, after I was done with it, this thing right here is what I like to call, this thing's the tits. So, excuse my language, but that's what I like to say. It's the tits, where this one right here is the tits too. I got this knife in a trade with Boston Blade Reviews. I had a 110 build out he wanted, and I paid $50. I got it on a drop on Smoky Mountain for like $50, and this knife right here is about the same price. And I was like, hey man, we'll trade. Just send me your American Working Copper Lock. And he's like, Big J, I'll do you one better. I'll just buy you a brand new one and have it sent to you. And that's the trade we made. And after I got this for a synthetic handled knife, Wharncliffe blade. I wasn't used to carrying a Wharncliffe. But I found out that I really like that. You can dig your fingernails out real good with that Warney. You can slice boxes open really good with it. And you can always carry a backup of something else. So right here, my most impressive 2023. Again, this is an open tag. Let's see your most impressed, and then the one that went on you. This one right here went on me. I hated that it did. It comes with a killer sheath too. This sheath it's a monster. I love it. And I really wanted to love this knife, but, come on. Use it one time and it's dull. Help a brother out. Now, there are some backups. So right here, number 2, My number one, as far as most impressed of 2023, not impressed, number one. And then I got another one that I'm not very impressed with, and that was this Crew Card-A-Pair 2. Oh my gosh, let me tell you a story about this. I did a video on it. I bought the knife. I couldn't get it to run right. It would run right for about 5 or 6 flips, and then it would bind up. And I'm like, what is going on? So I finally got mad enough where I took the whole knife apart. And these liners, these steel liners, have a D slot in them for your D pivot to sit in. Well, that slot was a little stripped, and after a while that pivot would move, causing it to bind up. So I sent it in, I filled out the form, I sent it to them, and they, a couple of weeks later I get a note in the mail. Who the heck sends mail? Why not just send me an email? But they sent me a piece of mail that said, hey, we got your knife. It does need rebuilt at your cost of $25. And I'm like, why do I got to pay $25? But I didn't want to fight it. It's $25. I really wanted my knife to work good. I sent them the $25. So what they had to do is they had to put new liners in it. And for $25, I guess it's okay. But, I mean, come on, Spyderco. If it was Benchmade or someone else, they would just do it for free. But, I got her tuned up now. She's tuned up pretty good. You can kind of hold this down and just flick it open, which I like. And then she shuts fine, So I did get it to where I like it. Again, I'm working around lights and a tripod and all this stuff, so I can't move my arm freely. But if you look now, she runs pretty good. And, I do have a little resistance on it. I don't like them flippy floppy and all messy and all that, so I like a little bit of resistance. But yeah, I'm not very impressed when a company charges you $25 for something that clearly was the fault of the manufacturer when you get it. But other than that, I mean, I put a Lynch Northwest deep pocket carry clip on it. We got little Teeners on the micarta. So here it is, my 2 most not impressed knives of 2023. Then we got my most impressed. Again, we got 2 runner-ups here. Most, worst, good, ugly. Like I said, the good, the bad, the ugly. But right here are the two winners. Highly impressed with this carbon steel copper lock warning. Just a great blade. Again, this is an open tag, so I want to see what you guys have. I want to see what you got that you're really impressed with. I want to see what you got that you're like, golly, man, what the heck is going on? And then I was really impressed with this one too. But everyone's seen this knife 1,000 times. I hate to keep showing it, but it's the, what is this? Smoky Valley Sunset or whatever. But again, we'll just stick with these 2, best, worst. Show me what you got. Let's see it. This is an open tag. Hey guys, I'm not even going to talk about Happy Hour live chat, but you guys know it's every Sunday, 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central. I got thrown in there. So be sure to check that out. Hey man, while you're out there, stay sharp and stay strong. Show me what you got.